I don't need it. I don't need it. Yeah, I don't need it. Please, just send me an email. That would work. I don't need the SMS alert. I don't need it. Send me an email. Send me an email. Well, that's where we are. That's on the Vanguard. Okowa never regretted being on joint ticket with Atiku aid. This is really going to get dirty and dirty. Atiku, Dele Momodu, I'll soon sing another song, Olayinka. Mayday, workers in pain, impoverished, dehumanized. NLC laments. Find the details of that one on the Vanguard newspaper. We're streaming live on Facebook, so you can watch and listen at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Let me take that again. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's the handle, so you can watch and listen on Facebook. You can also download the Nigeria Info FM app from your Google Play Store if you are using an Android phone. If you are using an iPhone, then you go over to the iOS store. That's where you find the app, and then you download. Again, it is Nigeria Info FM app. You find it there, very easy. And when you get to the app, you download it. Then you search for Nigeria Info PH on the app. Okay? Yeah. That's how you get access to us. Okay, so let's see some of your messages online. We're going to start with what you have on Facebook. Please remember to keep it very short. Don't forget to also click on the share button, okay? Thank you. For those of us on Facebook, Dr. Umma from Owerri says, workers have been in a state of grief and despair because of despicable exploitation of their labor and sweat by their employers. The financial future of workers, very unpredictable, and much is not done to raise the standards of living. They are adversely affected by stressful economic situations in the country. Workers work very hard with less incentives than most races. If their welfare is taken care of, they will reciprocate government's gesture by being dedicated to their work so as to ensure sustainable development. While we are doing Workers' Day, please, there's a set of workers I really need us to advocate for. And I'm talking about those that work in the police, and importantly, very important, in the military. You see those guys, those guys need all the help. They need, if you think that as a civil servant in the ministry, you are suffering something, you don't want to know what soldiers are going through. Some of you have soldiers as friends, or you have soldiers as family members that are posted to some places in the north. Even the food that they give them in that work that they are doing, those are them posted to places, Meduguri, Niger. They need, have you gone to see where they stay? Their family, where they keep their families to stay while they go and defend the territory of the country and fight insurgents and so on and so forth. How they lose their lives in the process because of corruption, of course, that's been sung every day within the military. And the military knows, and perhaps would say it's doing the best to tackle that problem. But these guys, the police, soldiers, they need this. See, this Workers' Day, somebody should talk for them. Because, you all know that it becomes difficult to talk or even protest because of the principles and laws that guides working for the government. So somebody has to speak for these guys too. Unfortunately, they can't come and join Workers' Day, and they can't protest. It's almost nothing they can do. They can't protest. So it's a lot. Somebody needs to speak about their welfare, about their health insurance, about accommodation, about scholarship education for their children, like a system that should be working that will cater for all these things, so they know that wherever they are, their family is well taken care of and there's no problem. It's not going to end up in a situation where now, because they are not sure of what the future holds for them and their families, if anything happens to them by chance, they become even more demoralized, and instead of concentrating on the work that they should do, they are thinking of how to secure their family's future, their children's future, which is supposed to be a responsibility government should take over, because they are going to do a job that requires them, if necessary, to pay the ultimate price. I tell you, it's really sad. Blessed Ola says Rivers Sole Administrator retrieved 2 vehicles from suspended Deputy Governor of State, Professor Ngozi Umar. This is condemnable. Alari Spieth, another PDP governor, said to move to APC. Kudos to Damago and friends. Workers deserve better wages than they are receiving today. Government should make their welfare a priority. Thank God ability at Tuegbu. Is Rivers State so broke that 2 vehicles have now become our problem? Okudili Wogu. Mayday workers lament hardship. Government at all levels should take care of workers because they are the bedrock of the economy. Lorenzo Delight on Facebook. You're saying what? Let me get. NJC should keep slamming judges that faulted, else they will kill the judiciary's reputation. Christian Williams said it's indeed unfortunate that Nigerian banks are taking advantage of weak government policies to exploit innocent Nigerians. Of course, it's not just the banks. Many companies in this country take advantage of the weak policies that our lawmakers do not want to put in place, or that is not being properly implemented. It's not just banks. King Boy says, good morning. Rivers State retrieved vehicle from Supreme Deputy Governor from the House of. Okay, so sad. A man that came to make peace behaving like this. Okay. Christian Williams says it's indeed unfortunate. Okay, we took that already. Patrick Amadi says Edison should stop hiding under court order. Stephen Igbiki says the retrieval of the vehicles from the Deputy Governor, very shameful. On the peace talk between the governor and the FCT minister, I will advise the governor not to be too conditional. His mantra should still be maintained. For me, I've heard the FCT minister said before that he's not going to forgive or work with the governor again. Well, if he's having a change of mind now, fantastic. But for, like many would say, for the peace to be holistic is the whole thing, which means both parties have to lose something and both parties have to gain something. I think that's how issues are settled and peace restored, right? Stephen Igbikis, okay, the Cyprian Njoku says, and Edison should submit themselves to investigation and stop using court as coverage. I don't know if they've called them. If the security agencies have invited them, then that's a different case. So far, I don't think there's any news of security agencies inviting them for questioning or anything yet. So, the numbers to call are 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0002 are the numbers that you can call to join in on the conversation this morning. We'll take more messages. There are some from Facebook as well. And these ones here say, let's remember to make sure we keep our contributions as short and straight to the point as possible. In developed society, people join the military happily, but when you even protest for welfare, workers, the police and soldiers tear gas and brutalize peaceful protesters. So how can we speak for people like that? Well, I see your points too, but do you want them to disobey? If they were given the order, how do you expect them to disobey? That's another thing. There are certain... look at it now, King Boy. The sole administrator here to maintain peace and tranquility or to field crisis in the state. Well, why would they retrieve vehicles assigned to Deputy Governor Damiete Erekosima? Is the state government still fueling those vehicles? The official vehicles of Deputy Governor should be returned back to her because she was only suspended and not removed. Weke Odinaka sent that one in. Okwandu Obina says it could have been better for total shutdown of today's May Day celebration for all workers to protest the inhuman treatment meted on Nigerian workers by the federal government. The government has been very unfriendly to workers with bogus, unfulfilled promises. As a matter of fact, that the economic hardship imposed on Nigerians by the Tinubu government has not only impoverished the workers, but has killed many. Okwandu Obina. What are you saying about data? data situation. Lorenzo Delight says NJC. Okay, we already took that one on Facebook, so just let that one slide. Whose message is this? Solar Administrator saying that he has recovered vehicle from suspended deputy governor is really absurd. Did the deputy governor steal the vehicle? The deputy governor was not illegally suspended the deputy governor was only illegally suspended by the president. The Solar Administrator should do exactly what he said he came to do in Rivers State and not act arrogantly. Augustine Aaron T. This one says, good morning. That retrieval of vehicles attached to Deputy Governor's Lodge is not proper. Rivers State government under Governor Fubara has vehicles enough for her services. Let the Solar Administrator work for the interest of Rivers State as a peaceful state. Elder Joel Adolphus from Degema. All right, let's go to Uche. We'll start with Uche Ken. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning, sir.
All right.
Let me look at the position of Solomon Leono this morning, where he said he doubts if genuine peace will be achieved between Wike and Sim. Hence, it is only Sim that is seeking for peace. I think this is very wrong and not correct. If you ask me, this is the reason why the suspended governor has continued to assume he has a problem. Reasons that he has decided not to be sincere to his supporters. This was a man who visited Wike, like I told you guys last week, but came back to the state and told his supporters a different thing. That he never met with Wike, rather, he met with Mr. President. And the supporters...
Okay, hold on, Mrs. Ucheken, let's make it clear. There is no report anywhere of the governor giving any statement or saying anything about visiting the FCT minister or the president. He did not say that we have. I said there's no report of the governor, suspended governor, saying he visited the FCT minister or...
the report is clear.
No, hold on. What you say you know is different from what was said. I'm trying to correct you on that. So you do not tell people that, the governor came and told his people that if he don't visit, there's no time we heard him say that, at least.
Let me use the word allegedly. So what am I trying to say here? And at the end of the day, the supporters were running insult and what have you. I think our peace processes must be achieved when both of them, mainly the suspended governor, come up with a genuine processes. Then finally, court dismisses suits challenging the legitimacy of Martin Zamehule and 26 others. That suit was filed by Oko Jumbo and 2 others and state government. I want to say that upon approaching the court to determine the legitimacy of Zamehule and others, the governor could not wait for the outcome of the judgment, but he already declared as seat non-existent. This is the same man they are assuming that is seeking for peace. I keep this question to Mr. Chukwu to answer. Is this same man still looking for peace or filing for peace processes? I believe the suspended governor has got it wrong here.
All right, let's go to mile 3 now. Good news. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother, man.
All right.
Thank you very much. Let me start from Bilema Chukwu, where you stopped, where my sister woman stopped. It is clear to the blind, and even the deaf could hear. The blind could feel that His Excellency Governor Fubara is seriously seeking for peace. He is swallowing many things which even Governor Wike will never swallow. How many times did Amechi cause trouble when Wike was in seat? Instead, it was Wike that was really causing trouble to Amechi when he was a minister. The governor is doing everything to make sure that he's calm. Some person is talking. If they happen to be governor of River State, like him, by now this state could be burnt down. They will, in fact, if Governor Wike will find it difficult to enter the state. We know how he would. So, talking about peace, that man is going extra mile to ensure that there is peace in River State. Even the lies and everything. It is very obvious. Then, let me talk about the issue of Rivers, saying that he is bringing back buses, free buses. When he retrieved the buses, was it announced? Why coming to do as if he's doing workers favor? He secretly withdrew the buses that Governor Sim brought. Let him secretly bring them back again and pay local government workers. And finally, my brother man, retrieving the miracles of the deputy governor. That is to say, for me, that he is paying a script. If not, how does that concern his job? If now we are him and sincere, I will go to Mr. President and say, Mr. President, River State is very peaceful. I think the people from across River State have done River State very bad things. Look at what the party is doing. Look at what Joseph has done to us. Look at what this man, Obey Fanga, has done to us. And the INEC man.
All right, Ludins, let's go to Lugard in the chair. Good morning, Lugard.
Yeah, Andrew. Greetings from the chair to you.
All right, good morning. Go on.
Andrew, it gets me worried on daily basis what the mission of this whole administration is in River State here. For me, I am seeing it as a witch hunting targeted on Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy and Rivers people. That an elected deputy governor will be humiliated in a state like River, in a democratic system in this country. Andrew, have you been to Government House? Do you know how many Hilos buses that are there? Then the one that is allocated to deputy governor. Oh my God! Why is it that this whole administrator, instead of settling the crisis in River State, he's fueling it the more? I don't just understand. I don't just get it at all. Workers are not being paid. The buses that are released by state governor have been withheld because of lack of fuel, and the allocations have been coming. Internal revenue are coming. Where is this money going? Andrew, we are asking questions. No wonder they are humiliating Siminalayi Fubara because he refused to share the money to them. And today, the fund of River State is in their hand. They are sharing it the way they like. The sole administrator in a chair, even though I don't recognize him, I don't recognize the sole administrator in River State, but they are sitting on top of our money. Go to the chair now, nothing is happening. Come to River State here, nothing is happening. And you, Mr. President, at the weekend, what have we done to you people? I campaign for Tinubu. I spend my hard resources campaigning for Tinubu on radio every day by day, and I voted for him. Why is he paying us back with evil?
All right, Lugard, thank you. Let's go to Elder Kingsley. Kingsley from Alu. Good morning.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Elder Oyo is speaking.
Go on.
My worries this morning is Chiku said Wike is not ready for reconciliation movement. I want to tell him, no, sir. Wike said, just as he said, that he will never reconcile with Fubara. That was initially. Presently, Wike said he has opened door for apology. We heard him. And remember, my governor, which is your own governor also, said that he would rather resign than to go on his knees. Now, think about these two statements. Who is ready for the reconciliation? So nobody, Wike have said his own, then Fubara have said his own as well. Then they have all come to, if Fubara is making movement to reconcile with Wike, please let us allow peace. Let all these people stop talking so that peace will reign in River State. All these people that are talking about Wike, do they vote Fubara? Do they vote Fubara? Do they love Fubara? They don't love Fubara. Let me tell you, they don't love Fubara. Wike love Fubara to the bottom of his heart. Who can do it? So let us maintain peace. Let peace reign in River State.
All right. Let's go to NTA Road now.
Is it a bad man? Is it a bad man to Ijo? Is it a bad man to Okupon? Is it a bad man to Fubara?
All right. Unfortunately, Elder Kingsley, we have to move on to another caller because of the time. You made your point already. Let's go to NTA Road now. Mufasa is on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, hi. Good morning. Well, the Governor Sim has, given his goodwill message to workers to celebrate the May Day. I think what he has said is very instructive, that he's still with them despite the whole political wrangling and all of that. I'll stand with the governor for that. And Ibas, the sole administrator, saying that he's trying to recover government assets by retrieving the vehicles attached to the deputy governor's office, like some very notable Rivers said. The deputy governor was only suspended. She's still the deputy governor of Rivers State. So when you say you want to retrieve government assets from a serving deputy governor, leaves so much of the desire in the minds of people. I don't know if the man does not understand the reach of his powers, but then again, I think in the interest of peace, the sole administrator should not go beyond his brief. The deputy governor is still serving, so please don't try to, create more tension in an atmosphere where there is peace by trying to whip up this, what I would describe as trying to import crisis into the state. That's the position this morning. Have a fantastic day.
All right, thank you very much. We'll take a short commercial. When we come back, we'll take some more messages before 7 o'clock. Good morning.
Are you having problems listening to